What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, and welcome to the latest installment of the Wano Awesome Sauce in the anime with episode 902. So without further ado, let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1, let's jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit me with it, Toei. One dream, one wish, over the top. Let's go, man. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday and or Monday. I know that there's a lot of individuals from all over the world, but whenever it is that you're watching this, man, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and hopefully the awesome sauce continues, bro. You know, next week's gonna be crazy. I really want to do a few things when it comes to the One Piece series before the next chapter drops. And since it comes out early, I'm not going to be able to get on anything, dude. Like, once Monday night hits, I'm out. I'm off everything, coach. So, I'm still trying to think about what I'm going to do. Because there's certain videos and streams that I possibly want to do, but we got to see, man. We got to see. Let me see the preview images for this week. Hiroshima, dog. Okay. Can't wait for Stampede, man. Like, I know we finally got an announcement. It's going to come up from the 24th to the 31st over here in both sub and dub, but we don't have any announcements for what theaters it's going to be shown in yet. So I don't care, man. As long as it's somewhere near me, I will drive the length like I did for Film Gold to go watch it, bro. I can promise you that, coach. Let's get into it. Gazelle, man. The Gazelle, man. The three headliners. Hawkins. Hold'em. Speedo. Those Hold'em scenes last week were insane. Just the lighting in the room, the tension and the atmosphere whenever you were there, man. I mean, it really made me want to punch the dude in the face. And then the anime's been feeling more sympathetic towards Tama, and it's like, then you're dang sure. If you couldn't do it in the manga, you for sure you're not doing it in the anime. No question about it, you feel me? That's Luffy's daughter, dog. Man, just look at those tears, dude. It's like what I was saying with Wano and its facial expressions. Pincers. You know, sometimes, man, you really want to punch someone, bro. Like, this is the cliffhanger from last week with the Conqueror's Hockey. Oh, snap. Mid-yell this time. The YOKOZUNA appears, the invincible Hiroshima goes after Okiku. Let's see the King's Hockey, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Finally entering Makuro Town. Wow, that looked very, very similar to the manga panel. You know Luffy don't give a flying flag, North dog. He'll yell at the top of his lungs anywhere. Bring the whole town. Bring the whole town. That is also true as well. See, that's the problem with hostages. It's like you can start a massive fuss, but you never really know who you're dealing with. Bro, the way that they're just doing King's Hockey in Wano's disgusting. Look at this. And everyone's out in the presence of the king, bro. It's just the way they do King's Hockey in this arc, and hockey in general. You know, closing on the eyes, whenever you see like the red come out, whenever it goes in for the ornament hockey. But yo, King's Hockey in particular, it just has like this sense of like they're definitely trying to emphasize on how OP King's Hockey is right now, or at least how cool it is. Like they're trying to make it much more grand and just make it look much more bombastic and spectacular. Like make it much more visual, and I love it. That was a really nice shot right there with Kiku and Luffy. The way they're doing King's Hockey, man. It just looks like lasers are coming out and everything, bro. It's insane. Wow. Didn't expect this soundtrack to play during this scene. This is my Wonderful Water 7 soundtrack right here, dog. One of my favorite things about this chapter in the manga was the usage of perspective shots when it came to like seeing from the character's eyes. And I like that they still are keeping that type of feel here in the anime. You know Luffy's a goat. Whenever he just grabs him before he falls. With the flying flag darts? Obviously. The Subo badge. Oh, hit me with that Wano music. I know you want to. Yo, this place looks really good in Pirate Warriors. It looks fantastic. The Yokozuna, Hiroshima. Here we go. If you can fit into the ring, I don't care how many there are. I like the soundtrack. 500 gold coins for anyone who could take out Hiroshima, dog. And that's including multiples of people. Excuse me. This is my thing right here, bro. The crowd's running wild. Wrestlers about to go at it. You have the overpowering heel. Well, I guess he's babyface here, but... See, everyone paid to see this man, dog. He's a special attraction. Look at that. One swing. He's out the ring. Can't even begin to even think about moving him. One shot. One shot. My man moved his hands and finished the battle. Moved his hand over here, moved his hand over here, and it's over. Two swift motions. Urashima! It sounds like a Stampede soundtrack. Definitely sounds like something that would play like in a party festival type of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of like in the beginning of like movie 6, or like that piratey type of festival and then they use that soundtrack in later portions in the series. That's how I feel right now. But I haven't seen Stampede yet, so we'll see what happens. See if it actually is used in that movie. $52 ribs, 4 skulls, and 7 backbones. 88 bones in total, and 4 wrestlers are missing. All done by the legendary Urashima himself, dog. His strength is inhuman. The undefeated monster. YOKOZUNA Urashima! Well, this guy knows how to hype stuff up, man. He's a good commentator. This dude right here looks like he has like a combination of like Kairos and Cobra's hairstyle. In one hit. One swift motion. Oh, he's eyeing. Kiku! Little big Urashima, bro. Look at it. And Kiku attempts to hide behind Zoro, even though Kiku's like at least a good few inches higher than or taller than Zoro. There's almost a foot taller than Zoro. This is big news. That's my dog Morgan's at. Oh! They wish. Zoro looks on the side like his wife. That was a cool transition. Using the hair. Show you how strong I am to see. So come see if you're interested. I like that. Utilizing like that type of transition style is actually it's nice. Nice touch. You gotta love Blue. This is why I love the King, bro. Like, yo, we're the flag runners. It's Tama. Screw this. Who's the town's boss? Where's the Fort Davis? She's biting her shirt. Yo, she's frustrated for real. I'd be a better match. Relax, dog. Hey, neither did he. Neither did he, dog. These guys are about to get fodderized. Look at that. They can't even touch. They can't even come close to touching Luffy. Bro, you think if you can't remotely even come close to touching Hiroshima, how are you gonna touch the king, bro? Look at Zoro. Bro, Zoro using his hands, bro. My boy Zoro's out here suplexing dudes. It's like, you guys are sumo wrestlers? And he hits him with that palm fist, dog. And Zoro went straight for the blade, bro. Like I said, ka-chink. And Zoro just thinking, because he still has a sense of honor, you know? And he's playing to his weakness. My man straight up hit him with that Death Valley Driver. Just straight to the side on some Tommy Dreamer stuff. It's a slash a naked man. Zoro's sense of honor, bro. She's not just a tea house waitress. My boy knows. Yo, Zoro's observation hockey, in terms of like stuff like this, because he's a lot like Luffy in a sense to where they just understand humans. You know, Zoro gets lost in everything when it comes to just sense of direction. When it comes to human beings, Luffy and Zoro are very similar in that sense. They understand people. With her rank, it's presumptuous of her to even enter this town. It's amazing that even in a place like this, such a societal hierarchy based on your social status still exists, even after everything that Kaido did and everything that Orochi did. Like, come on, coach. You quiet down when Urashima's talking. That's the Yokozuna. You fools are all the same vulgar, lowly bastards. Whether to spare them or take them is my choosing. I don't know about all that. He just turned heel. He turned heel on him. Look at everybody's face. Here we go. How are they gonna do this? Bro, I got chills when I heard that. Got straight the knot off. But yo, what is this heavenly theme? Bro, this is nasty. Wano soundtracks. I'm a sucker for this type of music, man. I can't help it. Stop for joking. The only vulgar thing here is your heart. No, Kiku, dog. There's some epic music, too. Yeah, man, to cut off a Yokozuna's top knot, that's just disrespectful to the max. To the max. Luffy's like all of us, like, oh, that was so cool. Max. It's like Kiku just, it was like, screw all the nonsense, dog. Let's cut a promo, use some heavenly goat music, and cut off my man's top knot. That must be wonderful for Zoro. This is a quick way to bring their boss. That is a shoot. Man, like his pride got destroyed in a visual representation sense, man. I mean, it would have already been enough for it to destroy him just on a personal level, but that was a visual embarrassment. That was pure disrespect. Like Hiroshima is. I can't blame him for being pissed. But he brought it upon himself. In front of others. He steps on the top knot. Bro, why does my man look like he's using the Quake fruit? Toei, relax! I understand you want everything to look goat, but bro, relax! Hiroshima's not out here causing quakes! It's a big hand, dude. But look at the king! He's the Sepputi! We gotta see the Sepputi in this episode. Yo, shirtless Luffy going up in like swimwear, dog. Straight up Sepputi style. Episode's about to end, man. You can just feel it. Can't wait for next week's episode. I love that chapter so much in the manga. I did not expect them to show that too. Let me see the preview. Sumo match. Let's go! This is next week's episode is gonna be a lot of fun. Whenever this was first initially coming out, and this is before any, that scene was good. Yeah, next week's gonna be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for the upcoming content. Like from here until, yeah, next week's gonna be fun. Because I had a feeling whenever that episode or whenever that chapter first dropped, I was like, man, and I was back with the old style, when the way they were doing things now, especially. It's going to be an exciting episode, but even before we saw the way that Wano was going to be animated, I was still extremely excited to see how they were going to handle this particular matchup that's about to happen, because in the manga it was a blast, but I felt like Oda had to cut it short in order to progress the plot forward. Now in the anime, we can give it a whole 24-minute, or not 24 minutes, I'd probably say like 18 of the 24 minutes to some sumo action, dog. And as a wrestling fan, that's all I want, man. I want the king to go up in like swimwear as the top baby face, going up in like swimwear to take out the heel that is Urashima, who just turned heel in front of everyone, man. You know, kind of. Because he kind of turned heel, but at the same time, like, they kind of... Because he gave a heel promo, and then because of Kiku's actions, they now feel, like, sympathetic towards the dude as well, so... It's a weird situation. But regardless, really excited for next week's episode. Because I love that chapter in the manga, man. Some of those double page spreads were so good. So super excited for next week's episode. But in terms of this week's episode, a solid episode overall, just progressing us forward in Bakura Town. I did not expect them to use that particular soundtrack. The what is it called again? It's something Live. I think it's I don't remember the exact name. I know it's the word Live in it, because I was just listening to the soundtrack a few weeks ago. It's a soundtrack that was used a lot during the Water 7 or at least I always think of Water 7 whenever that soundtrack plays. Whenever Kiku's talking about, why it is the Bakura Town is the way that it is and why it's called that and whatnot, going into its origins, and while they're going through and you're seeing the shots of the way that it looks and whatnot. I did not expect that. So that was a great choice right there. Luffy, of course, using his Conqueror's King Haki with the lasers. It's always insane, man. The way that they're making Haki look in this arc is so cool. I just the how visual it is it's absolutely amazing. But that was really nice. And then overall, whenever we get here and we see Hiroshima in the whole wrestling atmosphere, the scenes with the Kiku's, a solid episode. That scene with Kiku was nasty though. That soundtrack that was playing, I think we heard 2 new soundtracks in this episode. One of them sounded like a Stampede soundtrack that was like one of those party themes that you would hear. And since the beginning of Stampede, or like the festival that is going down that we keep seeing in the trailers, it seems like it would have a soundtrack like that in a similar way that like some of the older movies had those party-like soundtracks that we would hear in the anime later on. And because Stampede has already been released in Japan, it's been out there for quite some time, I'm going to assume they're going to start using those OSTs here soon. So this might have been one of them. And then the other one was what I'm assuming is a Wano exclusive soundtrack, with Kiku right there going up in like swimwear against Hiroshima and cutting off the top knot. That was a really beast scene. But overall, a solid episode. Can't wait for next week's. What did y'all think about this week's episode? And how excited are y'all for next week's for the preview going into next week's episode, man? It's going to be a blast. Honestly, from here for like 10 episodes, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait to see how it is they're going to adapt and handle some of this upcoming content. But man, I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. One Piece greatness. Can't wait for Luffy versus Hiroshima next week, man. That's going to be a blast, yo. Wrestling? Luffy? Sumo wrestling? Count me in, coach. Count me in.